It's time to step into the Coming Out Lounge, a cool, safe space to be true to your sexual self. With your host, Rick Clemons. Rick has helped hundreds of people come out of the closet, and now each week he's bringing you cool insights for loving and accepting yourself, boosting your self-confidence, and living a guilt-free, purpose-filled life on the other side of the closet doors. Cuddle up with yourself and get ready for heartwarming coming out stories, ideas for living authentically, and tips for being fully self-expressed. Now here's your host, Coming Out Coach Rick.
Hey, closet busters and closet dwellers. It is time for another episode of the Coming Out Lounge. And today is another Truthtini episode where you're just going to get me, where I'm going to do a little ranting, a little raving, doling out a little bit of advice I hope that will help you as you are, well, maybe working on your quest to come out, or maybe you're in the midst of your coming out process, or maybe you're just thinking about what life would be like if you stepped out of that closet that you're dwelling in. Whether that closet's about being gay or lesbian, or whether it's one of the other life closets. Maybe it's a closet about I'm in a relationship that's not working. Maybe it's a closet of I'm an alcoholic and I just need to step out and admit that. Or it could be a closet of I'm stuck and I just don't know where I'm going. And today I want to jump right in based on being stuck. I happened to be out on my walk this morning, doing what I normally do. I usually go for a 3 to 4 mile walk, try to each and every morning. And what I normally do while I'm walking is I listen to other podcasts, because you know what? To become a good podcaster, you kind of want to listen to other podcasts. And you don't just kind of want to, you do listen to other podcasts. I love listening to other podcasters and seeing their style and seeing and hearing the questions they ask and how they step into their role as a podcaster. And as usual, I was listening to one of my favorites, which is The Good Life Project with my buddy Jonathan Fields. And he had a guy on his podcast by the name of Michael Bungay Stanier. Now, Michael is the president and CEO of the Crayons Box, which is a consulting firm that works with managers in corporate America to really help them thrive, help them and their teams thrive. And it wasn't that interested me so much, but it was a phrase he used that I just totally dug. And his phrase that he used was expanding and cutting loose and letting loose the possibility virus on the world. Now, I love that, and sorry if my voice is fading in and out. I'm kind of going through one of those things where the voice isn't all together here right now, because I'm doing a lot of voice work right now. I'm rehearsing for a speech. And the reason I'm bringing you get what I'm trying to say, bringing up the possibility virus is, first, I thought it was a really cool way to look at possibilities from a different perspective. What if the things we want to do in the world became a virus? A positive virus for change. What if coming out of your closet was a possibility virus? A possibility of what you can be and what you could do. I thought it was just really, truly powerful. And as I got to thinking about that myself, I remember at the beginning of the week, I was kind of having a meltdown. Not a big one, just a little one. Okay, well maybe, no, if I'm going to be truthful and transparent, it was a pretty big one, because I'm preparing to speak in a week, actually just a few days from now, at Murrieta Valley High School. It's the biggest speaking gig I've ever done. I'm going to be speaking in front of the entire student body, 2,500 students. And I was struggling because I'm like, man, will I ever get this speech rehearsed and memorized and relaxed to the point where it doesn't sound like I'm speaking from a script, but I'm just having a conversation with these students. And I can't help but realize how divine intervention always brings you exactly what you need when you need it most. Now, earlier this week, so just a couple of days ago on Wednesday and Thursday, it's Friday today, I started rehearsing. And the more I rehearsed, the more comfortable I got. And the more I started to feel more relaxed. And the more I started to see the possibilities of what can come from doing what I'm about to do. And the thing that I started to realize too was this speech is about my freedom. Just like your possibility of coming out of the closet to be who you are is part of your freedom. And each of us is responsible for our own freedom in so many ways. Because when we start to say, I want to be, I want to do, we release ourselves to be free. And in those moments, we make some pretty darn courageous choices. Some choices that may scare the crap out of us, but some choices that when we finally step into who we're meant to be, we finally know we're doing exactly what we're called to be. And as Michael Bungay Stanier would say, we're playing in the possibility virus realm. So what are the possibilities? What are the possibilities that come from you stepping out of your closet? There's a possibility that you could go through rejection. There's a possibility that you might endure some pain. There's a possibility that you might lose some people in your life. But there's also the possibilities that you'll be happier, you'll feel more freedom, you'll feel alive, energized, that you'll bring some new people into your life, the people that really are meant to be in your life. And that's what I loved about those words when Michael spoke them. In fact, you could actually hear it in his voice how excited he was every time he said possibility virus. It's like you could see it spreading across the planet. And so today in this Truthtini episode, I invite you to ask yourself, what's my possibility virus? What am I capable of creating for myself? What am I willing to do to be responsible for my own freedom, to make some really powerful, courageous choices, to be who I'm meant to be in the world? Because when we deal in possibilities, it's pretty damn hard to deal in failures. You can't have the thoughts simultaneously. They just cannot exist. So as we wrap it up to here today, I want to invite each and every one of you to play. To literally play, to have some fun, to go out there and be in your childlike energy, no matter what age you are. I want you to play with the possibility of infecting yourself with the virus of possibility. I want you to play with giving yourself freedom and play with having the courage to make choices that light you up and turn you on. Because regardless of what closet you sit in, whatever that darkness you may believe you're residing in right now, the opposite of darkness is light. It's light and lightness. And for every closet door that's closed, there's the open closet door that also exists. And the more you can look at the possibilities of what's on the other side of the closet doors, the more likely you are to come out and live your truth, be yourself, and thrive as you're meant to be on this planet in this moment. So go ahead, play with the possibilities. I'm Rick Clemons, the Coming Out Coach, and you've been listening to the Coming Out Lounge. I hope all of you have a great week and weekend, and we'll be right back with you next week on the Coming Out Lounge. Take care.
You've just experienced the Coming Out Lounge. Go online to www.comingoutlounge.com to learn more, and tune in again next week for more stories and tips for being true to yourself.